Before we start today's video, check out our merch shop, linked in the description down below. Use code Ahsoka in all caps to get $7 off your order. May the Force be with you, and enjoy the vid.
Hello there.
This is where the fun begins.
What's up guys, Unofficial Star Wars here. Hope we're doing well, and in this video we have an exciting filming update for the Daisy Ridley-led Star Wars movie, the Rey Skywalker movie, that was announced at the beginning of this year and confirmed at Star Wars Celebration. In this video we are going to be discussing into the regards of what we know for its filming and its production that's actually going to begin next year, just a couple months away from it. So of course we're going to go ahead and hop right on into it. Before we do, check out our merch shop, linked in the description down below. We have some new merch designs and also some promo codes for you guys to get some cash off. You may find the perfect holiday gift on there. Go check it out, linked in the description down below. In this video, we are going to be taking a read from CBR.com. I'll have their article linked in the description down below into the regards of what they have to say here about the Rey Skywalker movie and its filming updates here, confirming everything from their sources as well. I do really urge you guys to go into this movie with an open eye. I mean, yeah, the sequels were a bit of a disaster, of course, but I think that this movie has a real big potential to redeem those sequels and redeem these characters. Now, while it's not currently confirmed if any other sequel characters or actors like John Boyega or Adam Driver are going to be returning for this film, I think that they have a potential to do that for one as well, but this film has a very big potential to score big with kind of fixing the sequels in a way, not erasing them by any means, but fixing the sequels in a way and kind of bringing it full closure. I mean, me personally, and yeah, please, I would love to hear what you guys are all thinking in the comments down below. Please keep it respectful, of course, is that I personally really enjoyed the first two sequels, The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi. Surprise, surprise. I know many of us fell flat with The Last Jedi, but that was one I did actually enjoy. The Rise of Skywalker, though, however, is where it did fall flat for me. It didn't bring that full closure, and it felt like a rushed story to a point. So having this new episode X, or episode 10, essentially, I think would bring a great hope that they are able to expand more on what went on in the Rise of Skywalker movie and kind of bring it full closure. In a sense, if you do think back to when the prequels were releasing in the early 2000s, there was a bit of a disconnect between the characters and the overall storyline going on there. Fast forward a couple years later, they come up with the animated Clone Wars show to expand more on those characters and to explain more of what was going on in that universe. Really just universe building really helped and bring closure to that overall story of the prequels, and in a way, and in a sense, kind of quote-unquote fixed the prequels. So I do think that the sequel trilogy has the same idea or a same manner that they're able to do with this upcoming Rey Skywalker movie. And for another, I know that the Clone Wars is an animated show, so why not make a similar animated show but for the Star Wars sequels? That's enough jibber jabber though. Let's discuss a little bit here about this article, what they have to say here, and to the regards of the filming updates here and production for this movie. I mean, I think that this is very exciting for another thing, for another, like, we haven't gotten this far before with any recent Star Wars movies. In the last 5 years since 2019's The Rise of Skywalker, there's been more than 10-15 movies for Star Wars that have been announced, confirmed, rumored around at this point, and all of them seem to fall flat. They have creative differences, the directors step away, the writers step away, it gets silently pushed to the side and never heard of again, unfortunately. So to hear like actual production and actual filming dates for this upcoming Rey Skywalker movie, I think is really great news. Lucasfilm is reportedly eyeing an April 2024 production start date for Daisy Ridley's untitled Star Wars movie, as their article reads. According to a production list from the Film and Television Industry Alliance's production tracking service, the untitled Star Wars Rey Skywalker movie, which will feature the big screen return of Daisy Ridley's Rey Skywalker, will begin shooting on April 7th, specifically of 2024, in London, United Kingdom. The upcoming feature film will be set 15 years after the events of the 2019's The Rise of Skywalker, following Rey as she builds a new Jedi Order, as it was confirmed at Star Wars Celebration earlier this year. Those are really the only plot details and points that we do know about this movie though, however. I definitely do think it opens up the doors to a fresh world at the same time, while paying homage and fixing some of those mistakes done with the sequel trilogy. Like, enough time has kind of passed since we last dealt with the events of the sequel trilogy and the events of The Rise of Skywalker, of where they're able to kind of give it a quote-unquote soft reboot almost to a point. And for another, I do believe, and a lot of other like leakers around out there, not saying that like I'm a leaker, other reporters though have kind of also teased around the idea of like this could be a new spiral off to another like sequel trilogy almost. The new production listing comes a few days after insider Jeff Snyder revealed on the Hot Mic podcast that he wouldn't be surprised if the casting news for the Star Wars movie was announced before the end of the year. This is another great point of something that we just discussed here on the channel. It feels like that Disney and Lucasfilm has this kind of like common trend over the past like 10 years at this point, ever since Disney's acquired the rights to Star Wars in 2012, of where they've given us either a new announcement or a new show, a new movie, as almost like this quote-unquote holiday gift is what a lot of people have said or kind of like referenced it to. So last year we got new Star Wars announcements for the Ahsoka Disney Plus show and also for The Mandalorian Season 3 that both came out this year. The year before that, I believe it was the Book of Boba Fett. The year before that was The Mandalorian Season 2, and we also, I mean, like, it kind of goes on and on. I don't know if that's like necessarily correct, but we've gotten like different announcements, different shows during the holiday season, different movies releasing many of their movies during the holiday season, and it seems to be a really great trend, a really great pattern that we've all kind of come to appreciate. So it's led to a lot of people speculating and like kind of rumoring around, teasing around this idea of that like it's like a pattern and that we're bound to get some type of new announcement from Lucasfilm officially into the regards of like what's to come in the new year. So it could be something into the regards of the Rey Skywalker movie for one, as Jeff Snyder reveals here, or for another it could also be into the regards of like Disney Plus projects like The Acolyte we haven't heard a whole lot about since Star Wars Celebration, and also Star Wars Skeleton Crew we haven't heard really anything about. A lot of stuff for Skeleton Crew was revealed exclusively at Star Wars Celebration, but like a teaser trailer, a trailer for Skeleton Crew I think would really be like due by now, especially seeing that Star Wars Skeleton Crew is going to be not only the next big live-action Disney Plus show for Star Wars, the next project on, you know, like for Star Wars over on Disney Plus as another, it's also going to be the next addition to the Mandoverse. But definitely feels that there's something due there as well. Jeff Snyder says, end quote, "I do think that are things lying in wait and kind of lying around, ready to be revealed," Snyder noted, possibly casting news that are already done. "I think that the Daisy Ridley movie has its leads already, and it's just a matter of a reporter finding out exactly who," he says. At this time, Ridley is the only confirmed cast member, although there is some speculation that either one or more of her sequel trilogy co-stars could join her, like Oscar Isaac, Adam Driver, or John Boyega. The untitled Star Wars movie was first reported to be in development in October of last year, 2022, with Damon Lindelof and Justin Brett Gibson co-writing the screenplay. Charmaine Obi-Chinoy, who directed 2 episodes of the Disney Plus show Miss Marvel, was also revealed to be attached as the director, and in February of this year, Damon Lindelof and Brett Gibson left the project as the writers, as Stephen Knight was brought on to replace them. Lucasfilm officially announced the feature film at Star Wars Celebration this year, and the production company also confirmed that Daisy Ridley would be returning as Rey. All in all, overall, it feels that a new era of a Star Wars just kind of awaits for us. It's a new golden age almost. Despite picking up after the events of The Rise of Skywalker, Daisy Ridley's movie will not be a part of the Skywalker saga actually. Instead, the movie will begin a new era set within the Star Wars timeline, dubbed A New Jedi Order. Lucasfilm also unveiled the Dawn of the Jedi era, which will begin with James Mangold's upcoming feature about the origins of the Force. James Mangold will write and direct the movie, which is set roughly 25,000 years before the events of A New Hope and the New Republic era. It's also said to be expanding on with Dave Filoni with the New Republic era in a feature-length film that will connect post-Return of the Jedi storylines that began with The Mandalorian and has continued on up until Ahsoka. As I kind of kicked this video off with though, guys, as I kind of mentioned there at the beginning, please keep it with an open eye. Go into this like with an open mind with this new Star Wars Rey Skywalker movie. As I mentioned, I think that this has a lot of potential to really help the Star Wars movies for another thing. Guys, I would love to hear what you guys are all thinking in the comments down below. Thanks so much for watching today's video. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a great one. May the Force be with you as always. Peace out.